Do you feel pain in your body that comes out of nowhere? Have you been to the doctor, had tests, taken medication, tried treatments, and still nothing seems to help? The pain comes back, changes location, gets worse at random moments. And no matter how much they try to convince you that it is psychological or just stress, something inside you screams that there is something beyond. How can you explain a constant weight on your shoulders, pressure on the back of your neck, a pain in your chest that is not physical but emotional, spiritual, almost as if there was something trying to stop you from breathing lightly, from living freely? How many times have you said, "I think I'm loaded. It feels like there's something sucking me in. I don't know how to explain it, but my body isn't normal"? And how many times have people looked at you as if you were exaggerating, as if it were all in your head? These pains can be spiritual. There is a type of pain that does not appear on a CT scan, cannot be seen on an MRI, cannot be measured on a blood test. It is the pain of the soul that reflects on the body. It is the pain of energy that becomes unbalanced, that closes, that overloads itself from absorbing so much that is not its own. And when the soul hurts, the body screams. When the spirit is in conflict, the flesh feels it. And then, no matter how much you try to heal yourself physically until you heal spiritually, the pain will keep coming back. Have you ever noticed that your pain gets worse when you enter certain environments? Have you ever felt that after visiting a house, talking to a person, or simply passing by a strange place, your body reacted badly? Heavy shoulders, lower back pain, sudden nausea, a headache that comes like a blow, and all without an apparent cause. Have you ever wondered if you are carrying energies that are not yours? Have you ever felt like you're carrying an invisible weight? What if this weight wasn't just emotional? What if you were being spiritually attacked? Because yes, spiritual attacks exist, and often they manifest themselves through the body. It's easier for your spirit to be affected than you think. It is enough to be fragile, with your faith shaken, your energy field open, or living with people who suck your light, and you feel it, even if you don't know how to name it. You feel constant discouragement, tiredness that doesn't go away with sleep, pain that appears for no reason, mood swings, unexplained sadness. Have you ever woken up with a sore body, as if you had been beaten during the night? Have you ever had nights when your sleep was so heavy that it felt more like a battle than a rest? Have you ever woken up with pain in your feet, in your legs, as if you had walked miles in your sleep? This could be a sign that your body has been used energetically, that your soul has been attacked, that your energy has been drained. There are struggles that happen while we sleep, and we don't always remember, but the body remembers. Have you ever felt pressure on your back, right between your shoulders, as if someone was pushing you down? Or a sharp pain in your neck that seems to stop your thoughts, block your speech? Have you ever felt tight in your chest, even without having an anxiety attack? As if you had anguish sitting there, taking up space inside your heart? Have you ever wondered if this is a reflection of a spiritual burden that has lodged within you? And worse, how often do these pains appear right after a moment of joy, of achievement, of victory? It seems like just as you start to feel better, something comes along and knocks you down. Have you noticed that? You get better, and before long, some pain appears. Coincidence? Or is there an invisible force that doesn't want to see you rising? Forces that are uncomfortable with your growth, with your light, with your liberation. And they use the body as a target, because it is in the body that everything is revealed. Have you ever yawned too much in specific conversations? Have you ever felt goosebumps out of nowhere while talking to someone? Have you ever felt like crying without explanation during a simple conversation? Have you ever felt tingling in your hands, arms, or the top of your head, as if something spiritual was passing through you? These are signs, and your body is trying to warn you. But the question is, are you listening? The spiritual world communicates all the time, but he doesn't always speak with words. Sometimes he speaks with symptoms, with sensations, with chills, with persistent pain, with a burning sensation in the stomach that is not gastritis, but accumulated anger, with lower back pain that is not bad posture, but a load that is not yours, with a pain in the shoulders that is not physical exertion, but spiritual pressure. You feel it, but you don't understand it. And until you understand, you won't heal. Could it be that your body hurts because you are experiencing something that you should no longer accept? Is your spiritual field so open that any energy enters and lodges? Are you absorbing pain that is not yours? Or are you being the target of envy, evil eye, spiritual attack, and you didn't realize it? How many times have you thought about protecting yourself but thought it was too much? How many times have you ignored your own body's signals because no one else saw what you felt? How many times have you gone to sleep in pain and woke up worse even though you rested? Maybe now is the time to look more closely at what your body is trying to tell you. Maybe what you call physical pain is actually a wake-up call from the soul. Perhaps the healing you are looking for outside will only come when you take care of your energy inside. When you understand that pain can also be spiritual, perhaps the healing you are looking for outside will only come when you take care of your energy inside. When you understand that pain can also be spiritual, and that's why you need to start observing your body more with the eyes of your soul. Every area that hurts, every discomfort that insists on returning, could be shouting something you haven't heard yet. Shoulder pain, for example, is often linked to the weight you carry, and sometimes this weight is not just emotional and spiritual. It could be a responsibility that is not yours, an energetic bond with someone from the past, or even an energy of envy that lodged there, preventing you from feeling light, free, confident. Pain in the neck or back of the head, especially those that block your movement, may be related to spiritual blocks in communication, dense thoughts, or even the presence of some force that wants to limit your expression. Have you ever felt pressure in your head, as if something was trying to dominate you, as if your mind is confused, lost, unfocused? This can also be spiritual, because the first place where the attack happens is in the thoughts. Negative energy starts as doubt, then turns into fear, then turns into confusion, and before you know it, you're already living in a state that doesn't even feel like you anymore. What about that back pain that seems to follow you, no matter how much you change position, stretch, or take medication? Have you ever wondered if this is a reflection of old guilt, unfulfilled promises, unconscious pacts that are still tying your spirit? Many back pains do not come from physical exertion. They come from unresolved stories, stories that still live inside you, even if you've pretended to forget. The stomach, then, how many times does it revolt when you hear a truth you don't want to accept? Or when you approach someone who causes you harm, even without saying anything? The stomach feels everything. The pain there could be accumulated anger, silent fear, or even the spiritual energy of harsh words you heard, swallowed, but never digested. Have you ever felt sick around someone specific? Or did you have that sudden stomachache right after a busy conversation? And the legs, the body stops, the path stops. When your legs hurt for no reason, when you stumble for no reason, or feel tired that comes out of nowhere, it could be a sign of stagnant energy, of blocked spiritual paths, of ties that are holding you in the same place. Have you ever wondered why you try to move forward, but something always pulls you back? What if none of this is just a coincidence? What if every pain, every weight, every sensation is a message from the invisible trying to warn you? What if, while you insist on looking only at your body, your soul is asking for help? But you don't need to be afraid. What is happening to you may be a sign of something bigger, a spiritual awakening. And every waking up hurts because it brings to light everything that was hidden, but it also heals. Because when you realize that pain has a spiritual origin, you stop just treating the symptoms, and start taking care of the root. Have you ever thought about protecting your body with prayers? Have you tried shielding your energy before leaving home? Have you ever taken a bath with herbs like rue, rosemary, or basil, asking for everything that isn't yours to go away? Have you ever slept with a glass of water with coarse salt next to the bed, asking it to absorb all the heavy energy that might still be hitting you? Have you ever used your words as a shield? Have you ever declared out loud, "No spiritual pain will take over my body. No negative energy is allowed to be here. I am light, and nothing that does not come from light will affect me." Faith protects. Prayer frees. Understanding transforms. But you need to act. You need to position yourself. You need to understand that your body is speaking and that your soul is asking for a new path. And the house where you live, have you ever stopped to think about whether the environment where you live might be loaded? A house in spiritual imbalance directly influences the body of those who live there. Fatigue, pain, bad mood, frequent fights. All of this can be a reflection of stagnant energy, the presence of entities or the lack of light in that space. Are you taking care of your home as a spiritual space? Have you ever lit incense with intention? Already posted praise or prayers in the environment? Have you prayed for each room in your house, asking for spiritual cleansing? Protection begins with the body, passes through the spirit, and is completed in the environment. Everything is connected, and if one of these parts is out of balance, the others feel it. You may be in physical pain, but the origin may be in a hurt that still lives inside you, in envy that someone cast, in a malicious look that penetrated your energy field without you noticing. And now that you've started to see this, tell me, which pain in your body bothers you the most today? Where is it located? When did it start? Have you tried everything and nothing worked? Have you ever thought that it might not be physical but spiritual? Tell me here in the comments. Let's understand together what's behind the pain that no one can explain. And if this message touched you, like now and share with someone who keeps saying that their body hurts but never finds an explanation. Maybe the answer is here. Maybe all that's needed for this pain to go away is a deep spiritual cleansing. In the next video, I will show you prayers, simple rituals, and practical actions to free the body from spiritual pain. Stay with me, and never forget, when the soul speaks, the body listens, and when the spirit is cleansed, the body heals.